Greetings and thanks for dropping by once again for the latest edition of Mentor Mike's Market Movie. Today is Thursday, April 26, 2012. And before we start the data feed, let's take a quick look at what we got going on here. We obviously have the white moving average below the red. Could this be a low? Maybe. But the market could turn and go lower. The only definite turning point that we have here is this high right here. So let's mark it, and we'll see how things play out. What could be happening is we've got an impulse wave, and now we're starting some type of corrective wave that's going to go over probably to the red moving average, but then turn around and sell off again and possibly give us a new low. That is strongly suggested by the fact that we've got a crossover here, and our faster stochastic is above the slower, and it's about ready to break above the midpoint here. So I'm going to get kind of gutsy here, and let's take a long trade before we even start, because I think the chances are good that the price is going to at least get high enough to come into contact with the red moving average. That's very common. So let's see what happens. 10 clicks puts us at 50 times normal speed. Well, the MACD and the long-term stochastic are still looking kind of bullish. Our faster stoch is looking a little less so. That's what I was hoping for. Now let's see if we're going to actually get it up there. Well, we did hit the first target, but we didn't move the extra tick to move the stop. So let's put this up here manually and restart. Okay, stopped out. Now, let's make the arrow the appropriate length here. And looks to me like we might want to get short. We've got the faster stochastic crossing the longer. We're almost ready for a cross on the MACD. And this is in keeping with my belief that this might be a corrective wave. We even have the sort of choppiness that we would expect there. So let's get short, and let's start our arrow line and see what happens. All right, well, that was a good move. Okay, so I think this is probably wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. Okay, the parabolic has flipped, and we have a cross on the longer term stochastic getting close on the MACD. I think there's also a good chance that this low is the real low, because this looks for all the world like a wave 5, which means that we're going to go higher and probably cross the red. So let's mark it for now. It turns out we're wrong. We'll move it. But that looks like the next turning point from our high here. So we said we're going to go long, and let's start the arrow. This arrow is about the right length because I think we hit the target about there. Okay, here we go. Okay. Now, since the long-term stochastic and the MACD have just made their initial bullish crossover, let's keep our eyes peeled for an opportunity to take another trade. Our long-term moving average is up here, and it may end up acting as resistance, but that's still some distance away. So if we see the price kind of dip below the blue moving average and then turn and look like it's going to go back up again, that might be a good opportunity for us to get long. So let's turn the data back on and see what happens. Okay, we've dipped below, and we got a nice little bullish hook here on %K on the faster stochastic, plus the longer is still bullish, as is the MACD. So let's get long. Oh, and let's start our arrow line so we don't forget to mark the trade. Okay, let me pause it there. And we're breaking above this, and we have everything looking bullish. Dare we try another one? Sure, why not? We've got a good little profit cushion so far. We can afford to take a little hit and still come back. Okay. Well, now we don't have to worry about losing anyway. Okay, stop that. Now, this could be a high, or it could be the first wave of a bullish pattern that's going to keep the white moving average above the red for a longer period of time. In addition, we've already got the price almost down to the red, so I'm a little reluctant to get short here. If I was going to do that, I'd have done it way up here. So let's see what happens. Okay. We've got mixed signals here. We've got a bearish crossover that looks like it's trying to turn back into a bullish crossover. We've got bearish on the long-term stoke and kind of bullish on the short-term stoke. Normally, I would go with the long-term, the short-term stoke and get long. The only problem is that we still have this long-term moving average there, and that's going to create a zone of resistance. So let's see what else might happen. Let's see if we can get a point where the MACD and the stochastic, both stochastics, are essentially in the same direction. Like that, maybe? Okay, well, we did hit the first target. It's not going any lower, though. And we were stopped out. And we've got some bullish curvature on pretty much everything here. So, before we forget, let's mark our short trade. But I think we want to turn around and get long. If this was a high, then we had a 1, 2, 3, but as you can see, we didn't take out the number 2 point, and now it looks like we're going to go back up. So I think that's a real strong indication that this was not the high, and the actual high is out there somewhere waiting to happen. So let's go ahead and get long. And we tied the previous high. Now we've taken it out. So that was obviously not it. And maybe this is the high. Notice we've got some bearish divergence here on the MACD, and now we've got a bearish hook on the faster stochastic. So let's go short and see if this is the high. And start her up. What happened here? What happened to my... I must have hit the wrong... Wait. I'm going to close that and get short again here. I don't know what happened. I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that. Probably cost us about 20, 30 bucks there. Okay, we hit the target, didn't move the stop, so let's move it down to where it should be manually. And we'll start up again. Alright, we're about to flip the parabolic, and we've got bullish curvature on both the MACD and the faster stochastic. So this is not a high either, probably. At the very least, we're going to go, this could be 1, 2, and now we're going to do 3. And the 3 will not, if that's what it is not going to take out this high. But it looks like there's enough room to at least hit the first target. So we're going to go ahead and reverse here. And let's get the arrow started. And away we go. Whoa. Okay, let's pause that. And we'll draw the arrow the proper length. And let's see if we can spot another opportunity to get on the long side. Okay, we spiked up again, so that suggests we've got some upward momentum going. Here we go again. All right, let's pause and draw our arrow. And see, when you spike up like that, what happens is oftentimes the price has to consolidate sideways while the moving average catches up. And so you get this little shelf here. And when the price kind of gets to the point where it catches up to the moving average, that's often when it spikes up again. You can see we have this stair step, stair step, stair step, and then boom. So if we see this line move sideways just about the point where it's ready to intersect with the blue moving average, that's where we want to look to get long. Okay, let's turn this back on. Okay, it's getting pretty close. It might take longer, but I think it's going to break out pretty quick here. So yep, that's how it works. Now look at what we're doing. We're building another stair here. Let's put our arrow in before we forget. Uh-oh, look at our stochastic. It's taking a little bit of a drop here. Now it's coming back up. And it's got a bit of a curvature, plus it made what appears to be a new high. So let's get long again. Is he going to hit that second target? Parabolic's caught up to the stop. Oh man, it's mighty close. Boom! Okay, finally. Alright, let me pause that. And I do believe that was our trade. Oh no, wait. It was where we made this new high, was it not? No. Where was it? It was here. Okay. So that is that long trade. Okay. Well, even had a little bit more of a spike left. Okay, but now look at our MACD. It is definitely on the bearish side here now. And we've also got a bearish curvature on this faster stoke. And we finally flipped the parabolic after all of this time. So, can it be we finally got some downward movement here finally? Well, probably enough to hit the first target, I'm betting. So let's go short. And we'll put a short arrow here and see what happens. It's 12:30 on the clock. Okay. Hit the target but didn't move the stop, so let me move it manually. Boom. Now, it's 103, so this is not, I would definitely not take a trade this late in the day. So let's just run the clock out. And there we have it. Okay. So, we had a score of 1562.50. Always in that same general ballpark. And let's count our trades. Anything further back? No. We got, oh, and this ended up being the high, didn't it? So we really only had 2 turning points today. One was in the pre-market, and the second was almost towards the close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 and 0. And 1,562.50. Okay, thanks for coming by. Drop by and see us again tomorrow.